Well, here it is, the 9th of April. And it's like kind of late in the evening, but you know me, I'm just an earthling. But I was going over a few things. I was watching the news, of course, like I always do. Man, I gotta watch the news, right? And I'm seeing all this. They averted the shutdown, they said, of course. And I was wondering why earlier, why there was a shutdown in the first place. Why'd they even threaten to have a shutdown? Because of the Republicans' little thing about Planned Parenthood and their fake little religious belief that abortion is against God's law and all this other crap, and they'll take that to the farthest extent they can and just try to keep, you know, they focus so much on a woman's rights, on a woman. It has most of those senators and such are men anyway, and whoever made the law in the first place was a freaking male. I guarantee it. And this whole patriarchal focus is bullshit. That's the only thing it's about. Is these sons of guns at this late date still want to have what little control they can over women. It just amazes me. It really does. And then you got your, because of the funding, you have people paying attention now. Okay. First, we're crying and moaning about, well, it starts with Katrina. The poor people down in the Gulf, I can't believe it, Louisiana, Alabama, and so on and so forth. Excuse me. They were definitely, absolutely, kind of like kicked to the curb for that whole thing. Just amazed me. And all the money that was collected and all the stuff that was down there waiting and willing to be able to help them, nobody did anything. I mean, you can't expect W to do anything. The guy's stupid. He was stupid. He's still stupid. And, well, of course, now we got Clinton bragging about working with him. You know how these politicians are anyway. Even Barry here, he's doing things for strictly political expediency. And not because he believes it or because he thinks it's going to really work for anybody. He sits there and does just what they tell him to do, the Republicans especially. Just doles out the billions and trillions to all these big corporations. Oh, you're bankrupt. You need a little help here. Let's give you a little bit of help. Billions of dollars, for crying out loud, and they're supposed to be broke. And what do? They turn around and they give their freaking uh, executives bonuses anyway. How do you get a bonus for losing? Basically, I mean, how do you get a bonus for not doing your job correctly? I don't know. I don't get that. I will never understand that crap. I mean, it just amazed me. And then all of a sudden we got bam Haiti, and all these people collect all these freaking hundreds of millions of dollars, and especially the Red Cross. They collected like 450 some $1 million that we know of. And if you go and you look at any of the pictures down there, you look at any of the documentaries or anything, you don't even see any Red Cross trucks anywhere. You got Habitat for Humanity down there, all volunteer, building little homes for people to get those refugees up out of those freaking camps. And there's still hundreds of millions of dollars in the coffers for Haiti. They haven't spent it all. Yet, where are the Haitians? They're all living in tents still, in refugee freaking camps. Kids are getting sick, mud all over the place. And yet they still sit there and say, oh, we're doing the best we can. No, you're not. You're just being freaking greedy. You're collecting the damn money. You're not really spending it. Oh, except on your own committee and your own executives, of course. They get their pay, don't they? Like, what is this guy? It's unbelievable. The head of the Red Cross makes $500,000 a year. Are you serious? Isn't that a .org? Redcross.org? Or is it? I'm not sure. Same thing with the United Way. Oh, yeah, the United Way. The freaking head of the United Way, at least, listen, this, wait a minute. The executive of the area they call the Columbia Willamette Northwest area here in Portland and such, in Seattle and all that. This guy makes $657,000 a year by heading up a nonprofit charity. Go figure. Can you? And yet, this is even better. This is actually kind of neat. This is kind of a good thing. The head of the Salvation Army, mind you, of all things, is, yes, I understand it's Christian and all that, but that doesn't matter for this. For in this instance, so the executives anyway, they all say they're either Jewish or Christian or something. They believe in something, they think. So anyway, the head. I mean, we're talking about the Salvation Army, the head of the whole Western Division, which includes California, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Nevada, Montana, Colorado, Arizona, New Mexico, so on and so forth. $50,000 a year. That's what she makes. Happens to be a female, by the way, a major or something, or general or something. I don't know. Anyway, you know how they give themselves ranks. Okay, it's because they are Salvation Army, Christian soldiers. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm just amazed at all this. And we got all these. And what happens? Katrina. Nobody helps anybody. Those people are still dying down there. They're still trying to get help. The place is still not right because of the fucking BP. What does Obama do? Gives them another permit. Go ahead and try it again. Meanwhile, there's a huge dolphin kill happening in the Gulf. They're just laying over and dying from oil. You know what, the bottom plane of the Gulf, you know, the not the surface, but the dadgummit. It would be called the abyssal plain over way out there in the Willamette. But anyway, in the bottom of the sea there around the Gulf, about 30-40% of it, it's got this goopy, weird, orangish, brownish deposits sitting around on it. Yeah, it's clumps of oil. And then we have what they call microponds, I guess. They're little, you know, almost molecular sized pieces of oil, like atomized or, you know, aerosol or something. And it's sitting in this big cloud, suspended in a thermocline in the sea, where, you know, you can't see it because it's molecularly sized. Even though there's millions together, they just don't, they can't cohere, so that you don't really see them. They're hard to see. But you put a you put a you know, microscope up to it, and you can see them all right. Okay, so I'm a little, you know, I lose my train of thought a little bit. I might forget a word. I'm trying to bring it up. Hell, man, I got a lot going on. All right, see, not many fingers. I don't have any legs. I'm disabled. I'm just trying to get some. I could say that I'm pissed. I'm upset, and I am basically. I'm angry because we've got all these people with all these trillions of dollars sitting out here. And then, for instance, here in Oregon, in Portland, they're crying about having to close schools, and they need funding for the schools, and how much could they need? Yet we've got the richest people in the world, the top 5 living right around this area, all took advantage of our school system. All could be sitting there, sitting at the TV or news or even reading or even on the net, because, for crying out loud, they are the internet. Freaking Microsoft, Bill Gates, where are you? $90 billion they say you're worth, or even half of that. Could you imagine what that could do for our schools? A little bit of it? You know, you need to like close those foundations and actually look around for things that need an injection and give them one. Can you do that? It would, I know if I had the kind of funds you did, it would behoove me to do such a thing. I would feel duty bound. I would feel duty bound because it's like you say, just because you can, it doesn't mean you should. It can work either way. I mean, whether you're going to do something to someone because you see an opportunity to take advantage, or do you see something happening to someone that's like unfair or whatever, and there's nothing they can do about it, but they need a little injection? That too. We need whatever happened to this. Okay, the Red Cross, like for instance in Haiti, the Red Cross collected, like I said, hundreds of millions of dollars, and you don't see a sign of them down there. You get Jimmy Carter and Habitat for Humanity go down there and build a bunch of houses, lickety split. Where are you, Red Cross? Where's all that damn money? And now they say, out of the blue, there's another spill that happened in the Gulf. Deeper this time. But it's actually really close to the original seepage. I think it's a continuation. I don't think it's new at all. And it's still down there. And dolphins are dying, for crying out loud. And they're air breathers. You understand that? They don't have to filter water, oxygen through the water with their gills like fish do and sharks and such. They're air breathers. They're mammals. And yet they're dying from this? I'm just flabbergasted that all the money that's collecting everything really doesn't do anything. What do you do with it? Where are your coffers? Where are your funds, Red Cross? BP, where are your funds? You're supposed to be handing out money, help people out down there. You're supposed to be doing your freaking job. You promised to settle. You promised to just pay. Now you're putting them through all this crap, as much junk as they've already gone through. You want to put them a bunch more hoops. The problem is you're setting the damn hoop on fire. How are they supposed to do anything when you do that? I say again, we bail the hell out of AIG and General Motors and GE and everybody else in the freaking world. It's our turn. I didn't even get us a cost of living raise. Because supposedly the inflation hasn't gone up. What the hell does that have to do with the fact that prices have gone up? I don't care what your formula is. Why am I'm the one that's getting caught with it. I only get $700 a month as it is. But I still live on it. I survive. No thanks to you guys. All you billionaires. Freaking out. What do? You sit around there and you don't have any feelings at all? You just want people to graduate from school? And we got schools out here, wanting to put together a fundraiser for a gymnasium and a sports activity center instead of academics. It amazes me. You people seem to think that money is just for you to do what you want, everybody. I mean, just come on. The schools really need you. Apparently, the government needs you. I'm going to close this down at midnight. Well, I guess I'm out of time. Bummer, I know. I gotta go. I'm just an earthling. This is Portland. Step up to the plate, Obama. Make these guys pay up. We need to bail out this time. Stop giving money away. Start new wars for more billions. Unbelievable.